Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are fine. So, in the previous part of the video, I told you a new method to solve the pair of linear equations, and the name of the method was elimination method. So students, in the previous part of the video, I solved few questions which is based on which method? Elimination method. And we have solved exercise 3.4, question number 1. And in question number 1 there were many parts, first, second, third and fourth. So out of 4 parts I told you 3 parts, okay, and I told you to solve all the question by yourself, okay. So I hope you have understood that elimination method. So today we will solve the remaining questions of exercise 3.4, okay. So first question we have covered, and now second question is based on the word problems, okay. So I will tell you what are the questions. See, in question number 2, heading was there, form the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solution if they exist by the elimination method. So in the question number 2 there are many word problems, and you have to make equations from that word problems, and after that you have to solve those equations by which method? Elimination method, okay. So because we have already studied elimination method, so let's begin, okay. So see, question number 2 part first. What is this? If we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1, okay. After that it becomes 1 by 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator. So we have to find what is the value of the fraction, okay. I am going to repeat the question one more time. See, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1. Means we all know that in fraction there are two things. First is numerator and second is denominator, okay. So whenever you write a fraction, so you write fraction like this. Fraction is equal to numerator upon denominator, okay. So this is the value of the fraction. So what question is saying? Question is saying that if we add 1 to the numerator, okay, and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1. What is the meaning of a fraction reduces to 1? It's meaning that whenever we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, the value of the fraction becomes 1, okay. So this is the first statement. After that it becomes 1 by 2. What is it? It means fraction. Fraction becomes 1 by 2 when we add only 1 to the denominator only. In this case we have to add 1 only in denominator, so we have to find the fraction. So we all know that in fraction how many things are there? There are two things. One is numerator and the second is denominator, okay. So we will assume one by one. See, what we will assume? We will assume let numerator is x and denominator is y, okay. So what will be the fraction? Fraction is equal to, we all know that fraction is equal to numerator upon denominator, so fraction can be x by 1, okay. This is the fraction. Now we will form an equation with the help of the statement, okay. So what is the statement? See, if we add 1 to the numerator, okay, so numerator was x. When you will add 1 to the numerator, it will become x plus 1, okay, and subtract 1 from the denominator. It means we have to subtract 1 from denominator, and denominator was y. So I can write y minus 1. See, it is a fraction, na? It is a fraction, and when we do this thing, the value of this fraction becomes how much? 1, okay. It is the condition given in the question. that if 1 is added to the numerator and 1 is subtracted from the denominator, the value of the fraction becomes 1. Now you can cross multiply it. So what will come? X plus 1, and when y minus 1 will multiply to 1, it will be y minus 1 only. Okay, now what you do, you transfer this y in this side and 1 opposite side. So it will become x minus y equal to minus 1. So x minus y will be minus 2. So this is our equation number 1. Okay, now from here to here we have made the equation. Now what we have to do? Now we will read the second statement. Now second statement is that it becomes 1 by 2. It becomes means fraction becomes 1 by 2 when we only add 1 to the denominator. It means that numerator is same, means numerator was x. So in this case numerator is only x. There is no change in the numerator, only change in the denominator. And what is the change? We only add 1. It means when we write the fraction, so what is the fraction? X will be same because numerator is same and denominator becomes y plus 1. When this happens, the value of the fraction becomes 1 by 2. Okay children, why we have not added or subtracted anything from the numerator? Because in this line only this much is written, that we have to add only 1 in denominator. So that's why. Okay, so now cross multiply it. So it will come 2x equal to y plus 1. Now 2x minus 1 equal to, 2x minus y equal to 1. This is your equation number 2. Now students, we have formed two equations now. Now we have to solve these two equations with the help of elimination method. Okay, because in this question it is specified that you have to solve these equations with the help of elimination method. So in elimination method what we do? We eliminate any of one variable from both the equation. If you want to eliminate x from equation number 1, then you will eliminate x from equation number 2 also, and vice versa. If you want to eliminate y, then you have to eliminate y from both the equations. Okay, and for eliminating, their coefficient should be same, means whatever number are associated with that variable should be same in both the equations. Okay, so let's see. This is our equation number 1. Here, suppose first you have to see which variable you want to eliminate. Okay, see, here is x and here is 2x. So their coefficient are not same. So leave it. Now check of y. See, here only y is written. Just forget the sign. Just see which number is associated with y, that is 1. Because y is written, so in front of y 1 will be there. Similarly, in this equation, only y is written. So again we can say in front of y 1 is there. So we can see that from these two equations, both having same coefficient, so we don't need to multiply any number to both the equations. So what you will do, first you write both the equation, that is x minus y equal to minus 2 and 2x minus y equal to 1. Now see students, now see, here is coefficient of y is also 1 and here is also coefficient of y is 1. Okay, so see, in both the term, both the equation, the sign of the y is same, and whenever we want to eliminate that variable which sign is same in both the equation, so what we do, we subtract both equations. Okay, because here is also minus, here is also minus, so when you will add it they will not cancel, so when you will subtract it they will cancel. Okay, because both having the same sign. Now you subtract this equation from this equation, so when you will subtract, this 2x become minus, this will become plus, and this will become minus. Now see, this y cancel, and now minus 2x and plus x, because it is plus and it is minus 2x, so minus 2x plus x will become minus x equal to minus 2 and minus 1. What will be? Minus 3. So minus minus cancel, so x will be 3. Okay, now you got the value of x now. So from any equation you can get the value of y also. So from equation 1, equation 1 was x minus y equal to minus 2. Put the value of x here. So 3 minus y equal to minus 2. Now transfer this y this side and 2 this side. So it will become 3 plus 2 equal to y. So y will be equal to 5. Okay. So in the question asked what is the fraction, and whenever we write the fraction it should be in numerator upon denominator, and in the question numerator was x and the denominator was y. So the value of the fraction will be, your fraction will be x by y. So answer will be 3 by 5, because fraction can be written as numerator upon denominator. So this is the method to solve. When you will form the equation now, if you are able to form the equation, then you can easily solve. The main thing is that you have to make this equation. If you are not able to make the equations, then it will create problem for you. Okay, I understand that many of the students face problem in word problems. Okay, so you solve as much question as you can. Okay, so whenever you practice more and more question, then you will be able to solve word problem quite nicely. Okay, so this is the solution of first part of question number 2. So please note down it. So I think student you have understood this question. So I am going to erase it. Okay. Now second question, 5 years ago, Nuri was thrice as old as Sonu. Okay. 10 years later, Nuri will be twice as old as Sonu. What old are Nuri and Sonu? See, this type of question I have solved in exercise 3.3 also, student. Okay. So this question you can do by yourself. Okay. And if you have the problem, you can ask in the doubt session. Okay. Because this type of question I already told you. And also I told you that whenever this type of question comes, always you consider whatever question is asking. See, how old are Nuri and Sonu na? It means question is asking about the present age of Nuri and Sonu. So by the statement form the equations and solve them with the help of elimination method. Okay. So I will not solve second question. I will solve question number 3 of part 3rd of question number 2. Okay, because it is little bit different. Okay, in question number 2 I can hint you that you can assume Nuri present age is x and Sonu present age is y, and 5 years ago, so 5 years ago Nuri age will be was x minus 5 and Sonu age will be y minus 5, and according to the question make the equations and solve them. Okay, so I am going to solve third part of question number 2. So student, this is the third part of the question number 2. So see, what is the question? The sum of the digits of 2-digit number is 9. Okay. Also 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digit. Find the number. Okay, I am going to repeat this question one more time. The sum of the digits of 2-digit number is 9. Also 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Find the number. Okay, so first you know what is 2-digit number. The 2-digit number start from 10 and end with 99. You all know. Okay, suppose I have written one number like 45. Suppose I have written 45. So when you will write 45, what is the unit digit? 5. And what is the 10th digit? 4. So in this question, first what we will assume? Unit digit and 10th digit. Okay. Now student, in the lower classes you have studied how to write a given number in expanded form. Okay, so what is the expanded form of 45? That is 4 into 10 plus 5 into 1. Means 4 is at tens place, so it will be multiplied to 10, plus 5 is at unit place, so 5 is multiplied to 1. So this is known as expanded form of the 2-digit number. So like this way we will solve our question. So first we will assume. So see, let unit digit, because 2-digit number is there, so there will be 2 place, one is unit, second one is tens. So unit digit will be x, suppose I am assumed, and tens digit will be y. Okay, now because it is unit place, it is at tens place. So when you will write this in expanded form, so how will you write? So what will be the number? Your number will be, because y is at tens place, so 10 will be multiplied to y, plus 1 will multiply to x. Okay, I told you now, because 4 is at unit place, 4 is at tens place, so 4 is multiplied to 10, plus 5 is at unit place, so 5 is multiplied to 1. Because we don't know the number now, because in place of the number we have assumed unit place is x and tens place is y, so y is multiplied to 10 plus 1 is multiplied to x. So number will be 10y plus x. So this is our number. Okay, this is our number. After that we will find the value of x and y, but right now our number is 10y plus x. It is a 2-digit number. Okay, now what is question saying? The sum of the digits of 2-digit number is 9. Means suppose I have written 45. So when you will add these 2 digits, what will come? 4 plus 5 is equal to 9 na? So see, like this only, sum of the digit, 2 digits are there, x and y. So according to the question, their sum will be equal to 9. It means x plus y equal to 9, because it is at unit digit and it is at 10 digit. Okay, so this is our equation number 1, because this x is unit digit and this y is tens digit. So when you will add it, how much you will get? 9. So this is our equation number 1. Now 9 times this number, which number? This number, means 9 times this number. So write like this, 9 times of this number, 10y plus x, is, because is here, so equal to, you will put twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digit. What do you understand by order of the digit? See, it is as 45 now. When you will reverse the order, what the number will become? It will become 54. It will become 54, because suppose you interchange the digit. When you will write 36 and I said to you interchange the digit of this number, so what will become? 63. So what you understand by reversing the digit? Reversing the digit means in the starting unit digit was x, so when you will reverse the digit, it will become tens digit. Okay, similarly it is tens digit, so when you will reverse it, it will become unit digit. Okay, so when you will reverse the digit, so 10 will be multiplied to x because it becomes tens digit, and 1 will multiply to y because it will become unit digit. So 9 times of this number, means original number, is twice the number obtained by reversing the digit. So twice the number obtained by reversing the digit will be 10x plus y. Just interchange the digit. Okay, so this was the initial number and this is the number obtained by reversing the digit. So now solve it. It will come 90y plus 9x equal to 20x plus 2y. Okay, now transfer all this thing in this side. Okay, so it will come how much? 20x minus plus 2y minus 90y minus 9x, okay, equal to 0. Now 20x minus 9x, how much? 20x minus 9x will become 11x, and 2y minus 90y is become minus 88y equal to 0. Okay, now it will become, see, 11x minus 88y na, so you can take 11 as common, so it will become 11x minus 8y equal to 0. Okay, have you understood, student? Have you understood? See, first we have considered unit place, then tens place, then according to the general form how to write two-digit number, we have written 10y plus x. After that, in the question it is given that sum of the digit is 9. So digit was x and y, so their sum is 9. After that, also 9 times this number, means whatever number you got in the starting, 9 times of that number is equal to the twice of the number obtained by reversing the digit. Reversing the digit means whatever number is at unit place, now it will become at tens place, and vice versa. Okay, so this statement comes. After that, what we will do, so it can be 11 will be divided this side, so here will come x minus 8y equal to 0. This is our equation number 2. Okay, equation number 1 was this and equation number 2 was this. How it can come from this? Because when 11 is divided to this side, it will become 0 only. So see, we got two equations. So first equation is x plus y equal to 9 and second equation is x minus 8y equal to 0. Now we have to solve these two equations by elimination method. So for eliminating any variable, we make their coefficient equal. So see, in this, here is the coefficient of x is 1 and here is also the coefficient of x is 1. So we don't need to multiply any number in both the equations. So we can solve it directly. So we will write both the equation together. So x plus y equal to 0 and x minus 8y equal to 0. Sorry, x plus y equal to 9. Now see, both x having the same sign, so we will subtract. I already told you how to do it. So minus plus minus. So x will be cancelled. Now see, y and plus 8y will become 9y. So 9y equal to 9. So y will be equal to 9 by 9 equal to 1. Okay. Now you got the value of y. So by putting the value of y in any of the two equations, we can get the value of x. So from equation 1, x plus y equal to 9. So x plus the value of y is 1 equal to 9. So x will be equal to 9 minus 1, that is 8. Okay. Are you getting my point? The value of y was 1 and the value of y is 8. So what was y? Y was at tens place as I have written, and x is at units place. So we have to calculate the number now, find the number. So what was the original number? Original number was this. So the value of the number will be become, number is equal to 10y plus x. Now put the value of y and x. So 10 into 1 plus 8. So it will become 10 plus 8. It means 18. So that two-digit number will be 18. So answer will be the number will be 18. Okay. So this is the method to solve that type of question. It is a very important question, and always in alternate year this type of question comes. Okay. So I told you, see, first we have whenever this type of question comes now, first you assume unit place, then tens place, then write the number according to the format, that 10 into y plus 1 into x, this is the original number. After that, whatever the equations are saying, make the equation. See, the sum of the digit of two digit number is 9, so x plus y equal to 9. After that, 9 times of this number means 9 times of original number is equal to the 2 times of the number obtained by reversing the digit. Again I am saying, reversing the digit means just you interchange the unit place and tens place. Whatever number was at unit place will become at tens place, and whatever number was at tens place will become at unit place. So you can see this 10x plus y. So when we solve this, we got x minus 8y equal to 0. So now we got two equations, this and this, and after applying elimination method, we have solved the value of x and value of y. X is 8, y is 1. So by putting x and y in this number, we got the original number. Okay. So this is the solution of part 3rd of question number 2. When you will practice more and more word problems, then it will clear more and more for you. Okay. So solve as much as you can. Note down this. So student, I hope you have understand this question. So I am going to solve question number part 4 of question number 2. Okay. Part 4 of question number 2. Today we will finish this exercise. Okay. So please, whatever exercises I am solving, please you also solve side by side. Okay. So fourth part of question number 2. Fourth part of question number 2. Okay. Now student, fourth part of question number 2 is the bank to withdraw rupees 2000. Okay. Meena is a girl who went to a bank to withdraw 2000 rupees. Okay. She asked the cashier to give rupees 50 and rupees 100 notes only, because when she went to a bank, she asked to a cashier that please give me only 50 and 100 rupees note. Okay. Meena got 25 notes in all. Okay. She got 25 notes. Okay. Find how many notes of rupees 50 and 100 she received. Okay. Means Meena is a girl who went to a bank to withdraw 2000 rupees, and she asked to a cashier to give her only 50 and 100 rupees only, and altogether she got 25 notes. So you have to calculate how many 50 and 100 rupees notes she got from the bank. Okay. So suppose I will give you one example, that suppose in your bag only two types of notes are there. Okay. So suppose you have in your bag only 50 and 100 rupees notes are there. The 50 rupees notes is 5 and 100 rupees notes is 3. Are you getting my point? Suppose in your bag there are two types of notes only. First is 50 rupees note and second is 100 rupees notes. Two types of notes. Okay. And 50 rupees notes are 5 and 100 rupees notes are 3. So how much total money in your bag? Okay. So what will be your money? Your money will be, what will you do? You will multiply 50 into 5 plus 100 into 3 is equal to 250 plus 300. It means 550. It shows that in your bag overall 550 rupees is there. Okay. So when you will understand this concept now, you can easily solve this question. So what we will do, because we have to calculate how many notes of 50 and 100 she received, so what we will do, we will assume let 50 rupees notes is X and 100 rupees notes is Y, because both are the different thing. 50 rupees notes are different, 100 rupees notes are also different, means they both are different. So we have assumed 50 rupees notes X and 100 rupees notes Y. Now Meena went to a bank to what? To withdraw her money. So overall, how much money she will get? She will get 2000. Okay, and in that 2000 rupees, what are the types of notes? 50 and 100 rupees notes. So first equation we will form that if 50 rupees notes is multiplied to x and 100 rupees notes is multiplied to y, this will be equal to how much rupees? 2000 rupees. It is clear now, because overall she will get 2000 only, and in that 2000 there are some 50 rupees note and there are some 100 rupees note. So 50 rupees notes can be multiplied to x plus 100 rupees note can be multiplied to y, because 50 rupees notes is x and 100 rupees note is y. It is the same like I have given the example. Okay, so by that example you can understand. I am going to give again one more time example. Suppose in your bag only 50 rupees and 100 rupees notes are there. 50 rupees notes 4 and 100 rupees notes 5. So how much total money you will have? You will have 50 into 4 plus 100 into 5. It will be 200, it will be 500. So 700 will come. Like this way only we have solved. Overall she got how much money? 2000, and in that 2000 50 and 100 rupees notes are there, and 50 rupees notes is x, so it will multiply to this, so it will be the total money of 50 and it will be the total money of 100. When you will add both them, it will be equal to 2000. Now it will be 50x, it will be 100y equal to 2000. Now if I will take x as a common, 50 as a common, I will get x plus 2y equal to 2000. Now divide this 50 this side. So x plus 2y equal to 2000 upon 50. So 0 will be cancelled. So x plus 2y equal to 40. This is our equation number 1. Okay. By simplification we can get x plus 2y equal to 40. So we got first equation. Now one more hint is given. Meena got overall how many notes? 25 notes. Means the sum of number of notes of 50 and the number of notes of 100 will be 25. So number of notes of 50 is x and number of notes of 100 is y. So we can say if we will add both them, so how many notes we will get? 25. So this is our equation number 2. Because 50 rupees notes is x, suppose 50 rupees note is 5 and 100 rupees note is 20. So when you will both add them, you will get 25 only, na? So same thing I have written, x plus y equal to 25. Because x is number of 50 rupees note and y is number of 100 rupees note. Now two equation you got now, and you have to solve this by elimination method. So what is the elimination method, student? We have to eliminate one variable from both the two equations. Suppose I am going to eliminate x. So I will see the coefficient of x in both the equation. So here coefficient of x is also 1 and here is coefficient of x is also 1. So we don't need to multiply any number in both the equation. So we will write both equation together. X plus 2y equal to 40 and x plus y equal to 25. Now both x having the same sign, so we will subtract these two equations. So this is minus minus minus. This x will be cancelled. Now 2y, it is plus 2y and it is minus y. So it will become y, and see, it is plus 40 and it is minus 25. So it will become 15. So y we got now. Now when you will put y in any of the two equations, you will get the value of x. So from equation number 1, equation number 1 is x plus 2y equal to 40. Now put the value of y here. So x plus 2 into 15 equal to 40. Now x plus 30 equal to 40. So x equal to 40 minus 30. It means x equal to 10. Now the value of x we got 10 and the value of y we got 15. So see, in the starting part of the solution, I have assumed 50 rupees notes was x. So how much we got? 10. It means that she got 10 notes of 50. So you will write answer mein 50 rupees notes. 50 rupees notes was x, that is 10, and 100 rupees notes which is y, which is equal to 15. So this will be your answer. Now check it. She got overall how much money? 2000 na. So when 50 will multiply to 10, how much it will get? 500. And when 100 will multiply to 15, you will get 1500. So 1500 plus 500, how much? 2000. And that much money she got from the cashier. So it means our solution is correct. Okay. So this is the solution of part 4 of question number 2. Now student, one question is left, that is fifth part, and it is very simple question. The same question which I have solved in exercise 3.3, which there is fixed charge and extra charge. Okay, so part 5 of question number 2 is very simple question. So that question you will solve by yourself. Okay, so today we have finished exercise 3.4, which is based on the elimination method. So in the next part of the video, I will tell you the last method to find the solution of pair of linear equation, and the name of the method is cross multiplication method. So this method we will understand in the next part of the video. So I hope you are solving the questions, and I hope you have completed up to exercise 3.3. So very soon I will ask you to submit the PDF of this chapter. So student, please complete your work side by side so that you can able to understand the next chapter. Okay, so I hope this part of the video you have understood. So we will meet whatever things is left, whatever method is left to solve a pair of linear equation, we will solve in the next part of the video. Okay, so till then, have a nice day, take care, thank you.